Great to see you. Thanks very much for joining us after a defeat. Obviously, it's not the ideal situation for you, but how did it feel out there today? It looked like a battle between you and Barnet.
Yeah, it definitely was. It's definitely an improvement from last week. Obviously, we was all down in the dumps last week on a long trip back from Gateshead, but I think the first 35-40 minutes was really good from us. I think we looked secure. I think we caused some problems. We had a couple of chances, but possibly on another day we could have put away and put them under a bit of pressure before half time, then maybe win one up ourselves rather than them. And a little lapse in concentration probably. They sort of cut us open a little bit, but in second half that goal just killed us. I think at 1-0 we've always got a chance, I think, with the last 10 to go. And that just sort of killed our spirits slightly. And then we had a pen at the end, obviously maybe a bit too late on, but a better, more positive reaction from us than last week. And
I think the manager said it, I'm sure the players felt it as well after last week, that you wanted to prove something to the fans and to yourselves too.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the fans were with us today, and I think they could have quite easily been annoyed from last week, especially the ones that travelled up, and rightly so. But they were with us from the start, and I think the atmosphere the first half hour was really good because we were playing some decent football. We just need to do that now for 90 minutes. I think that was a third of the game we've done there. Once we can make it 2/3 of the game. Try and, I don't know, punish teams when we had them chances, and then I can see it turning around for us.
Felt like high intensity from both sides today. Is that the hallmark of a Danny Searle side? Or?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I think we want to press, want to get high up the pitch and cause them problems when they have start the ball from goal kicks. But we're slightly off a little bit again on when to go and when not to go, I felt at times, especially in the second half. But as I said, it's better than last week, so we can keep building on that. And at the end of the day, it's 2 games in, we've got 44 left to make it right. And if we want to be up there, then there's going to be times like this in the season anyway, and hopefully this is just at the start.
No one's offering excuses to you, and I'm sure you don't expect them either, but these are 3 difficult games. I've just put it to the manager as well to start, aren't they, with the travelling as well. It couldn't have been much tougher, could it?
No, travelling for one, and then I think Barnet and Gateshead are probably up there this year. Yeovil, I'm not sure because they've obviously come up, but I think they're meant to be a decent side, so it's another big test for us. But if we want to be where we want to be, then these games away on Tuesday night at Yeovil, we have to get results, and whether that's a good point away or we get the 3 points, but we've got to make sure we start getting points on the board, and I believe it'll come. As
you say, the fans are with you today. I think, after last week's defeat, you could expect some people to be down the mouth, the players included as well. I thought when the players came off as well, warmly applauded as well. What did you feel about them?
Yeah, well, I felt like they was with us. Or did you say the fans, sorry?
Yeah,
the fans were with us. I thought even when they come off, we was probably 2-0 down at the time when some subs were made. But there was a good reaction even at the end. I think they see that we give it all today, and it just didn't happen for us, and that's probably our fault. But we're in a positive direction. I think they can see that we're trying to put things right.
This is a tough division. What are your expectations as players in terms of where you could finish up, I suppose, when you're done?
Well, I think you can't start the season thinking you're going to be down there. I don't think we will be. I think we'll be top half of the table, and that is the aim. When we was in pre-season, we always writ down our goals and things like that, and we've got to stick to them. It's 2 games. We can't get disheartened. 44 games, as I said earlier, left to play, so we've got to make sure we put it right and stick to how we play, because eventually it will come good.
And give us an insight into we talk about long distance travel, but it's called the National League. You're going to travel up and down.
Yeah.
But what does the first week or first 10 days like this feel like as a player with those long trips as well as the tough games?
Yeah, last Friday we travelled up to Gateshead. I think it took us 9 hours pretty much. That was a slog, but who cares? At the end of the day, the fans turned up, they made the trip, we didn't perform. So I think it's all irrelevant. You've got to turn up. There's again 90 minutes to be played, and it can't be an excuse because other teams have probably gone away to Gateshead and get results. So it just shows it can be done. But
you've already said, I suppose, in terms of your ambitions, more to come from the players?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's confidence as well. I think we can build on today, as I said earlier, but it's having that positive mindset at the start of the game and being able to see it through. I think we had a little dip in confidence probably the last 5 minutes of the second half, where it started to feel the pressure a little bit from Barnet, and they're the times we've got to stick strong and stay together and make sure we dig in and stay at 0-0 or even nick one at the other end. And I think that's the difference in probably the top 2 teams or top 3 teams and there's the rest of the teams.
We wish you well. Tuesday and the rest of the season. Lewis Page, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great to speak to you.